Let's have a prayer to be led to us by Emily Sabanan.
Let us all stand, let's bow our head, close our eyes, and feel the presence of our Almighty God. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name, your kingdom come, your will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who have sins against us. Do not bring us to test, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Okay, have a seat. Today we are about to witness the battle of the brain, the exchange of ideas through a rebuttal or a debate. But before that, let me read to you the rubrics of the debate. Okay, the levels of performance rated from 1 to 4, organization and clarity, the viewpoints and responses are outlined both clearly and orderly. Next, use of arguments. Reasons are given to support viewpoints. Third, use of examples and facts. Examples and facts are given to support reasons. 4, use of rebuttal. Arguments made by the other teams are responded to and dealt with effectively. Presentation style. Tone of voice, use of gestures, and level of enthusiasm are convincing to audience. To start with, let me introduce to you the proposition team. Started from Emily Sabanal, please stand. Charlie Tautuan, Mariela Canuto, Nathaniel Sescon, Joshua Lorenio, and Ria Aduana. The left side, the opposition team, start from Ablin Ruggier, Srini Bustamante, Geraldine Pantinople, Mercy Salgi, and we have also Ricky John Ino. The last, we have Christine Bongo. Okay, thank you. Please have a seat. For our judges, the founding head, Mrs. Lady Joy Candol, the journalism moderator, the senior teacher, Helvi Caneco, our school head, we have Stephanie Mayor, and the division supervisor, science supervisor, Sir Alan Brisbis. Good day to all. To start, let us start the proposition team, wherein they're going to express and support their stand or the issue about progress is a solution or a distraction. Does it affect the environment? We'll start from the proposition followed by the opposition team.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mom. Good morning, my fellow students. First and foremost, I would like to say that progress is a solution. Because in today's world, technology is the instrument to become updated if daily issues happen in our society. It is a capability given by the practical application of knowledge. If our society is in progress, people become better in terms of quality of life or social progress through economic development or modernization and the application of science and technology, or otherwise known as scientific progress. Technology is very useful, especially to the employer that helps their works easier and faster. And in terms of learnings, it is very useful to the teachers that helps that they can easily express their ideas or they can easily demonstrate of their knowledge through the help of technology.
Good morning, everyone. For me, progress is not a solution, but a distraction. It affects our health because in our modern days, there are different diseases that we are facing now that causes death to humans. Unlike before, we seldom encounter this kind of diseases because of the toxic and chemical that has been used by the different companies and their products. like processed foods or canned goods, instead of using fresh foods like fruits and vegetables.
Progress is a solution to solve problems in our community, like in the livelihood of people. Best common livelihood in the Philippines is farming. Many people have wide farming area. If our country is progressive, many people can do work in easy and faster way. Like before, people using carabao to do hard work, but today they are not using carabao. They already use tractor for flowing, tracer, and water pump for the water. And also, they don't need to buy any chemical fertilizer for their farming area because, as we can see in our surroundings, there are many natural fertilizers that we can use and apply in our farming area. And because of that, our country will become progress. Farmers define easy in farming, and because of the advancement of technology like tractor, tracer, and water pump, they can do work in faster.
Progress is not a solution, but a destruction of plants and animals because of the advancement of technology. It is easier to cut trees because of the countries that destroy the habitat. Trees can prevent flash flood, landslides, and calamities. While hunting animals like endangered species are hunted by people for profit and tourist attraction in the zoo, and they destroy the habitat of animals.
Once our community is progressive, the government will never be bothered about people who is suffering poverty. And the government don't have the reason to corrupt the money which is come from us. We know that money is one of our problems, and that's the reason why our politician is corrupting our taxes. But if our community is progressive, the government, there will be no more corruptions, and the government can give favorable salary, especially to our employees. And because of that, all of us aim to have progressive community.
Progressive countries or areas create destruction to the population of human beings. It increases in pollution in water, land, and air. Water pollution, like improper disposal of garbage that can disrupt the marine life, and also by using cyanide in fishing that can kill fishes from largest to smallest one. Land pollution, like improper disposal of garbage that can cause a lot of diseases to human health, and also by using chemicals to the plant that it can grow faster instead of using organic fertilizer. Air pollution, like smoke came from the factory that can cause illness to the people who can inhale it, can experience lung-related disease like asthmatic people.
If our community is progressive, we will have medicine to take to prevent virus and cancers. And the hospital will easily cure the patient with the help of the technology. And the hospital will provide the need of the patient that cannot provide it and expensive medicine.
Progressive area or place produce and polluted water, like in the river, showing of garbage of the bodies of water, using a chemical underlying infusion, like dynamite fusion. The transportation produces a carbon monoxide and pollutes the air, and can cause a destruction to our ozone layer, and also can cause diseases to human beings. The more higher population of people can produce a more waste, so that population is not a progress, and progress is a destruction. Progress is a solution of poverty. So, there will be no more Filipino people suffer poverty, no more split children, unequality, thieves, and criminal cases happen in our country. If this will happen, so the poverty will be solved. Philippines is one of the developing countries all over the world. All people is very happy with their family because they have a work. And they have no reason to go in other country because they have a work. And also they have their own house, and all of the personal needs of their family is they can provide. And also the government will help the children to walk in the right way. They help all people to live in one place, a peaceful life with a happy family.
Progress is not a solution, but a distraction. Because some people cutting trees for a new establishment. They disrupt the resources of the environment. That cause of lack of calamities like landslide, flash floods, and typhoons. That's why progress is not a solution, but a distraction.
Education is the key to reach progress. Once, if we are educated, we can apply our learnings in life. Like the teachers. The teachers solve the problems of youth because they are the ones who encourage them. Like K-12, made by Pinoy's administration. It is very helpful for us to develop our skills and to improve our ability. Technology-based is teaching using computers, gadgets, and any machine or equipment. That's all. Thank you.
Progress is not a solution, but a distraction. Because in our modern culture, people now are using dynamite fishing or spears. That is easy for them to catch fish. But it can cause a desirable effect. To other small fishes and destruction of the coral reefs that serve shelter, home, habitat of many marine organisms. It also pollutes marine ecosystem.
At this moment of time, let us start the rebuttal, wherein the two teams, the proposition and opposition, will support and prove, convince us, and we may also give examples. We start.
Say for instance, how can you compete other countries if you are still under a developed country?
I will not compete with them because we already have the natural resources that we need. Question. How can you convince us that it will not destroy the human health and the destruction of the habitat of the animals?
As what I have said, that technology is very useful, especially in terms of human health. So, if our society is in progress, we can easily provide or produce many products or medicine.
Why did you say that a progressive country is a destruction of plants, animals, and also human beings?
I have an example. For example, cutting trees. If we cut trees, we destroy the habitat of animals. Or if we continue cut trees or the illegal logging, we suffer the flash flood and the landslide. People can also suffer that. So if we cut the trees, we should be replant. That's all. Thank you. You said that the best common livelihood in the Philippines is farming.
Because that is the common livelihood in the Philippines. And not all people here in the Philippines is educated. That's why they are farming. And even though they are farmers, we cannot slave them because it has a big help to us, to them, and to our environment. And that is the source of income that they need every day.
You're trying to say that progressive is a distraction. So, can you give me a situation that can prove that progressive is a distraction?
If the population became high and it can create many waste that can cause pollution in the environment and in our surroundings. Like in the squatter area, many people are making their own waste in their house. The effects of many population is many people doing human activities that can disrupt the environment. How can you justify that if the country is progressive, there is no politics corrupting the money of the people?
Once our community is progressive,
the government don't have the reason to corrupt our taxes because they have their own income.
If your community is not progressive, how can you prevent the bad habits of people?
I will explain to them the effects of their bad habits to our world, like global warming, climate change, and destruction to our world. And also, I can make a focused learning, symposium, and workshop trainings so that population, people understand and realize their bad habits is wrong and can cause a destruction to our world. How can we say that the medicine of the progressive countries is effective than the herbal medicine?
Medicine in progressive country is more effective because it is processed carefully by the help of the technology.
Why did you say that the progress is a destruction in environment?
Because some people cutting trees and abuse the environment. That's all. Are you sure that all Filipinos or peoples agree the progressive country?
Yes, I am sure that all people will agree for being a progressive country because we are the beneficiaries of a progressive country. Do you think that the government will let us use dynamite products that can cause damage to our coral reefs? Yes, because the government didn't stop fishermen using dynamite fishing. Question: how did it say vision is the day of the rich progress? I can say education is the key to reach progress because it helps us to enhance our skills and to develop our ability. In technology based, it helps us to become updated in many information. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions you want to raise? Opposition team? How about the opposition team? Yes.
In progressive country, it is easy for them to preserve food. So the question is, how can you preserve the food without the help of technology?
I can preserve the food by using the rock salt. Like in fish, you can pour some rock salt into it and dry it under the heat of the sun so that it can stay longer. How can you minimize the effects of the pollution of the factories?
I can minimize the pollution that causes by a factory by using technology. Okay, some more questions? How about in the advancement of medicine? It helps us to extend the lifespan of human beings. Are you still agree that a progressive country is a distraction, and why?
Yes, because we can cut some herbal medicine in our surroundings so that we don't need the medicine that produces by the government.
Okay, some more questions or ideas you want to add? If not, then let me ask you. A while ago, it was mentioned that progress is a distraction to our health, to animals, and to the habitat of animals. Now, as a youth, how can you prevent the harmful effects of created by human activities? Okay. Do you have ways to prevent in order to maintain and conserve the resources we have? Anyone from the proposition team?
First, I will study
Then when I finish studies, I can use my learnings to help my environment to become progress. And I will make a program or a symposium by the help also of the youth in our environment. And I will guide them to plant trees and segregating garbage from biodegradable, non-biodegradable, and also we can use them by recycling.
Alright? How about the opposition team? Any idea on how to prevent, minimize the effects of pollution created by humans? Aside from symposium, they have a simple way of showing that you are caring the environment. Aside from symposium, segregating the non-biodegradable materials from biodegradable materials and recyclable materials. Aside from that, do you have any segregating and conducting symposium? How about in your barangays? Anyone? Okay.
As for me, as a student, I can help the environment to clean the surroundings.
Okay. As a youth, according to Abler, that he can be a leader that initiates the clean up drive in their barangay. Okay, to sum up, let us hear from the proposition team. Okay, headed by Emily.
My insights or my learnings regarding this debate is we should make a real difference because we have still a time. It's not too late to make a difference. We should take care of our environment as what they have said that two heads are better than one. So we should help each other to reach progress. And also, biblically, the Bible says that in 1 Corinthians 16, verse 14, that do everything you love. So, if you love your country, you should take care of it, and you should conserve our natural resources. And that's all. Thank you.
Right, how about the opposition team?
I have learned that what you reap is what you sow is what you reap. What you do in our environment is what it affects to us. So that we should take our environment to be good and presentable.
Okay, very well. How about the audience? Let us ask where you stand. Are you for proposition or the opposition team? Okay, please support your answer.
For me, I believe to support the opposition team or the progress solution by the technologies. So, the Philippines is the one of the developing country, and the technologies can help our country to make it progressive by the help of technology. Our work will easier and faster, and even the latest news, we can make or updated to the news that we are having.
Okay, very good. How about Martin? Where do you stand? Proposition or opposition?
I stand to support
Raise your classmates.
that position
Proposition.
team because I believe that the progress is the solution to solve the problem in our country because farmers work easily to farm because the advancement of technology.
Okay, very good. The boys here are for the proposition. How about the girls this time? Where do you stand? Proposition or the opposition? Let us start from Barrio.
I stand to support the opposition because some fishermen want to catch some fish. They use dynamite to have mini fish so that the coral reefs is destroyed. And then the other people will use smoke that can affect our health. And
the other garbage will not segregate properly, and then the other garbage will throw everywhere, like the river or seas. That's why the progress is not a solution, not a distraction.
Okay, thank you. How about Shello?
I stand the position team because many people living in a progressive country today, but they don't realize the truth and effect of this. It can make a lot of destruction and many people will die because of invention and any gadget. Taxis has been used as food. So many companies and factories that produce pollution that affect the ozone layer and the human health, and also environmental habitat of animals.
Okay, thank you. How about Juliet? Where do you stand?
I stand to
Yes, continue.
the opposition teams because progress is sometimes called destruction of plants, habitat of animals, also affects the health of human beings. It can distract living and non-living things. It may occur in a sudden death like tuberculosis and corruption. Many people know enough and they have enough money to provide it. When people are not taking care of our environment, that distract a lot of it causes a lot of calamities can distract agricultural products.
Okay, thank you very much. Now to our audience and the two teams, the proposition and opposition. Okay, you are very young, so you still have the chance, a longer time to help maintain our nature. Now, proposition team mentioned also that progress is a solution to solve problems like poverty, unemployment, health issues that also help in our life, making work easier. And this side, the opposition team mentioned also that according to them, the progress is a distraction in which causes some diseases, destruction of habitat of animals. Now, whatever actions we make, it always have a positive and negative reactions. What we sow is what we reap. Now, whatever we experience now is the product of our actions. So let us be responsible enough in doing our activities, our daily lifestyle. It is our responsibility to protect the gift coming from God. So we are responsible of whatever it happens in the future. So for this, thank you very much for your participation and have a great day. Thank you. Okay na.
Kabuhi tani. Lang kuya atugo ng record.